Hello, how are you? And another Saturday, another recording day for you. And so we just finished the program called No More Pain, No More Weakness. We're going to step into a next program called Injury Free Exercise. So in my book and in my studio, I have this system called a Purposeful Exercise System. Within that system, I have 3 programs. The first one, of course, you guys probably hear me say a lot. It's called a Purposeful Movement. What's Purposeful Movement? It's the fundamental you may have missed before you start doing your running, marathon, biking, going to the gym, playing sports. Anytime, right, you start using your body to do some nice physical activity, but we don't know where the core muscle is, how to breathe properly, how to use your scapula. So Purposeful Movement has 9 focus, which I upload already. Then I create another program just for the video friends, which you call it Injury Free. Which is called No More Pain and No More Weakness. And so that was kind of a little fun title for people, because a lot of time why you start wanting exercise, you're probably not feeling so well physically, right? I'm tired and this and that. I don't have enough energy. I probably should start do some exercise. Or my back is killing me, right? I just have this nagging neck, shoulder pain all the time. Shoulder doesn't feel well. My elbow hurts because your arm bends all the time. And my knees not talking to me with really bad language. Your feet hurts, your hip. Lots of issues, physical issues. So you say, I'm going to start exercise. So let's do it correctly so you don't, right, bring yourself to injury. And then you say, I thought I was supposed to doing the right thing. Yes, you did the surface. You didn't have a curiosity going deeper. How can I do it correctly? Also very important. But then again, life is learning from mistakes, so it's okay. So if you make some mistake, you say, okay, how to do it correctly, right? You always ask question. Wise people ask question, and some people just wonder all the time. Don't need answers. You need to ask questions. You need to find answers. So you have, the 3 programs. The first one is Purposeful Movement with 9 focus, different parts of your body, how to use, how to have a proper posture. It's on my YouTube list. You can check. You can, if you're curious, go find it. I will mention a lot during when we start exercise. The second program, we call it Injury-Free Exercise, which we are stepping into today, okay? And then the third program, I call it Ageless Exercise Program, which I upload that program, breaking down baby steps, on Wednesday night and Thursday. So why you have all these 3 big category of exercise program? Purposeful, right? So you have choices. Life is about choices. It did not, right, force at you. Even not force at you, even not under every circumstances in your life, you have choice. You know, it's really hard. COVID-19 is happening right now, not so good, but you have choices. Right now, the vaccine is coming out for a whole year. You don't have vaccine, so what's your choice? Change your lifestyle. Have a better lifestyle. It's a wake-up call. Everything's a wake-up call. I understand that because I got my wake-up call many times, right? Knee hurts, hip hurts from all this high-impact dancing. Oh, you love to jump and leap and then end up going, oh, you're 40. You say, oh, I might have to reinvent myself so I can keep this body happier and no replacement, right? Pain is not fun. So that reinvent your life from one decade to next, right? We have a choice here to do everything. You know, cancer came to breast cancer, then wake me up. What's your choice? Your choice of treatment, your choice how to change your life, your choice how to look at things. Don't get so, corner up, get so upset all the time. So all these things teach us become more resilient. So here we go. So injury-free exercise we're going to start out today. And there's several ways to do it. The first one is a floor exercise. You can do standing one. You can travel, which is like running, hopping around, playing games, sports, all that. How to do it properly with alignment from standing. So we're going to start with the floor. The floor is wonderful because why? Everybody have a floor at home, clean it up, right? So now I'm using this mat. I'm using is much thicker. It's like at least almost ½ inch thick, but a little less than ½ inch thick. So has some better cushioning. But it's hard to find the Pilates mat, and but if you have yoga mat, it's easy to buy yoga mat. It's out there. It's much more popular. So when it's popular, class is bigger, and then we tend to not asking questions. Anything become popular, become fashion. Anything is fashion might not fit you. Okay, you fashion clothes to don't. I know I'm 67. I'm not going fashion for the 25-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I want to create style. You want to create style, no matter how old you are. Okay, so you have a better taste. So from here, if you have yoga mat, you're going to do about 2 or 3 of them because a lot of movement later on. Right now, it's okay. And later on, when we get a little bit more advanced to the intermediate level, you will see why. But right now, we'll be fine. Just one yoga mat is fine. A carpet, okay? Put 2 layers of the big bath towel down. So just give yourself a little cushion, a little comfort. And I also have a pillow here. If you have a forward head, most of head, because our eyes in the front, thank God that looks really pretty. You don't want eyes on the side, on the back, right? It doesn't quite work with this body. So it's a good design. So don't be upset. So we're gonna say is that don't look with your chin, you look with your eye. You don't look with your chin, right? So, but it's a habit. So if you have a forward head, when you lie down, your head's like this. So your neck is so tight, so you're not helping. So I have a pillow here to support your head. I don't need it, but I'm gonna show you the modification. Just get a little skinny, okay? Or you can roll up the bath towel. So this bath towel is so important now. Even just a square pillow is fine. You just want your head a little higher to bring your chin in, so feel like you're holding a little orange, okay? Or if you're small, you're just holding a little lemon. Okay, so this is pretty much the prop for this injury-free. We're gonna this week, okay? So gradually I'm going to show you a little more. So the floor exercise on the floor has 3 positions. Don't you just love the 3? The first one is called supine. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate quickly those positions first. Then today we're just going to focus on. I'm going to focus on supine, and one exercise is called a shoulder bridge. How to articulate your spine going to shoulder bridge and articulate down into home base. Okay, so if those are foreign language to you, don't worry. I'm going to clean that out for you. Okay, I'm going to explaining that. But 3 positions first. Okay. So now, you have to lie down. Because your core muscle is not strong enough, it's harder to do the harder way, right? Which I'm not going to show you because you just want to copy. Or lying down sideways. Okay, so I'm going down this way and roll over. So now, if you have a forward head like this, you get the pillow. So support your head. So see? Your chin is in, then you look to the ceiling with your eye, not with your chin, okay? So now this is called supine. That means I'm facing up. And this is one position. The floor is nice to give you a guideline of a straight line. So no matter which position you're in, you want to keep neutral spine, okay? So I'm just going to show position, and I'll talk a little more about the detail. Now I'm going to the next position, we'll call a prone position. So I'll move that out. I'm going to turn around. Okay, so facing down, your forehead is on the floor. Okay, if your nose is bothering you, you can put a pillow right here on your forehead. I don't have to. Okay, sorry. Because I'm Chinese, my bridge is a little lower, right? So it's not bothering me. So, but if you put your forehead down, it's actually better because you're going to what? Preventing that forward head again. Shoulder down. So this is a prone position. Okay, so the prone position, you can do strengthen the upper back where the thoracic spine is. You can strengthen your glutes. So the back muscle get this nice extension work to strength. The next position, side lying. The side lying, you can hold your head with your hand, elbows forward. You can do flexion or straight. Everything straight. So my finger, my right finger, shoulders down. And my toes and my body is one straight line. So if you remember the 5 checkpoint, it's almost lined up. So see, my rib cage is off the floor. Okay? So now that's total straight posture. So even lying on the floor, you're gonna learning using the floor to give you a really good posture. You can start correcting a little bit. Sorry, okay. My microphone is still in the right place. Okay, so that's the 3 position of supine, prone, side lying. We're gonna do supine, working on shoulder bridge. Okay, so you articulate your. So what's the benefit of doing that? The exercise I'm going to do. The benefit is release your lower back pain. Okay, increase the awareness of your core muscle, especially in the front. The core muscle is on your trunk. Okay, so muscle in the front of your body and the back. Sometime on the side, because you're going to do side line. Side line is more advanced, so we're not going to do today. We're not going to do prone. We're just going to do supine. One baby steps, right? One thing at a time. You learn ABC, then you start creating, right? Okay, before you write a novel. So here we go. The benefit is release that lower back pain to what? Increase the strength of your abdominal muscles. There are 4-layer abdominal muscle. That 4-layer abdominal muscle creates an upper arrow, which is external obliques, and a 6-pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's straight. That's your rectus abdominis. Lower arrow is what? Your internal obliques and 5 and 4 portion of that rectus abdominis below the navel. Okay, above the navel you have 6-pack. Below the navel you have 2 more pack down there. Is I just call 5 and 4. So you go 1, 2, 3 times 2, 6-pack, right? 4 and 5 times 2, altogether 10. Okay, so don't worry about that. But I'm going to show you how to use them because it's built in. You have it, right? You need to really know how to take good care of yourself. Remember, this body is a small universe. It's a miracle. Your internal organs working 24/7, right? Digestion can help you to eat, digest, help you breathe, right? Oxygen, and try to do a cell replace all the time, every single day. So miracle worker, right? You're the miracle keeper. So you have to help a little bit. If you don't help, you give your life to the doctor. No, the doctor says, I don't live with you. Why am I responsible? Come see me when you're really sick, right? Something happened, or you fell down the stairs, you dislocate or you broke. I hope that doesn't happen too often, right? Don't go there. Don't go there every week. So the rest is about lifestyle. You have to know how to take care of this miracle body, because COVID-19 woke us up, right? We were sitting for almost a year waiting for vaccine, but what are you gonna do? Just sit and wait? No, you're gonna start doing what? Take care of yourself. Wellness, okay? I call it symbiotic wellness, to combine the East and West, everything together. So, okay, we're gonna start focus on today's exercise now. So you remember, we're gonna strengthen and meeting the upper arrow, lower arrow with the core of the core muscle, which you use transverse abdominal, the most inner one. You hear me say that all the time. The reason I gave some nicknames, so it's easier to remember and easier to describe, okay? So if I say first responder, you remember better than for me to say transverse abdominis, right? Okay, so you ready? And we're gonna go to the floor, like I say. I'm going to sit sideways like this. I'm not gonna use the pillow. If you need to, please do, so you can see my neck, okay? So I'm gonna sideways on my shoulder, slowly roll, I face up, okay? Remember, we're just gonna learn one thing today with many, many fundamentals involved. So I'm on the side. I call this the home base. See where I am? And take 2 giant steps in place. So my legs falls, my heels in line with the sit bone, my heel in line. Just like you're standing 5 checkpoint. Your thigh is number 11. Your leg to each other, legs right 11. Your feet 11. So we'll call it a parallel line, right? It doesn't touch. It's just straight forward like a train track. Okay. So now here, we're going through all the fundamental focus first before you can do advanced movement on the floor. Baby steps, very important, ABC. Okay, here we go. Now, when I'm here, I'm using the floor to give me a neutral spine that including my head. Your head is our central nervous system. So you will see my neck, okay, the back of my neck is off, not touching the floor. My chin is in, I'm looking to the ceiling with my eye. I'm not poking my chin up to see. If that happens, please bring your pillow in, okay? So there's a little arm, depends how big your head and how tall you are, or a little lemon here, okay? Now, your scalp is a neutral, okay? Not total flat, that's not good. If you do that, you're gonna pop the rib cage. So remember, the rib cage is muscle, the arrow is engaged. Your arms on the side, palms down, in line with the scapula and the humerus. Your pelvis is neutral, so that's mean ASIS. Okay, just bind it. If you feel that little point on each side, okay, anterior superior iliac spine, and your pubic bone is straight line. So if you connect that points, right, 2, 3. There's 3 points if you connect the dot. You know, like a children's book, you have a triangle. So if you put your hands on that triangle, it's nice and flat, okay? So in the back, it should sequence, it's another triangle. Okay, you sequence on the floor, but not your lumbar. Okay, I'll put my shirt up so you can see your lumbar is off. Can you see that? I can do. Can you see my finger come through? Yes. Okay, so it's not exaggerated, so you don't pop the ribcage. That's exaggerated, it's not good. So you just let I take my shirt up. So you just let the weight of you, let the gravity hold your weight down. That's all natural. So this your pelvis is neutral. So you got 2 curve. Cervical curve, which is your what? Your neck. Lumbar curve. Your thoracic spine with the scapula is flat, is on the floor, is contact. Your sacrum is contact. Your legs, right? Parallel. Okay, this is called a home base. You start from here. Now, a couple of things you're gonna learn before you do shoulder bridge. Okay, 2 things. First of all, we're gonna find that lower arrow I was talking about and the upper arrow, okay? The lower arrow is easy. So in the 5 checkpoint, I would say it's 3 musketeer, right? Your inner thigh, pelvic floor, the first responder, which is your transverse abdominal. It goes all the way to the lower rib and wraps around all the way to your back, to your spine. So it's like a corset, okay? And it's like a diamond shape. So what happened, so it's kind of like a superwoman's belt, right? Like diamond, Superman, whatever. There's this nice tight belt and has a nice waistline. So no, that's your muscle, okay? So it's not nice right now. It's okay, you can make it nice because it's up to you. It's your choice. So ready? It doesn't happen tomorrow, so don't get upset, okay? If it happened tomorrow, I won't have a job. You don't need me. I always joke with my clients, say, make me a wealthy woman, okay? Because wealth of knowledge, because I have to keep finding things, right? Knowledge to teach. So by teaching, I learn so much, okay? So here we go. As I tell my clients, it's always about me. What do I know, right? And I can share. Here we go. So now that triangles right here, for some of the girls, we're on the bikini, right, line. don't worry about it. The boys is a speedo, right? So from here, if I put, like think about a coffee table, a triangle, Jetson's coffee table. If I put a marble on that top, right, I'll just put my hands there. I'm going to exhale and feel inner thigh, pelvic floor. I'm going to contract my transverse abdominal. You can see my pelvis tilting. We call it pelvic rock. And return. We don't want to squeeze your glutes, okay? We just want to talk to transverse abdominal, which is what? First responder, recruiting the internal obliques and the 5 and 4 of your rectus abdominis. That's it. So we want to use the right muscle, not the tush muscle. That's too much. I know more is what you want. We don't want more. We want just right. We want to correct. The other words are recruiting the right muscle. No wishful thinking. Get to know yourself. So inhale, I put my hands here so you can see. Inhale, you feel the lungs. On the exhale, inner thigh, pelvic floor, first responder, recruiting that lower arrow. So your pelvis, see my pelvis, that marble just fall into the valley of the navel. Back to neutral. Do that a couple more times. Only on the exhale, hollow your tummy, the marble falls in. To the navel, valley of the navel. Inhale, feel the lungs, not your tummy. The air doesn't go into your intestine. The waist does. And the air doesn't go to your stomach. The food does. So where the air goes? Your lungs, so the rib cage, okay? So right here, you're going to feel the back and side of the rib expand gently. We're not lifting 50 pounds or 100 pounds. So you do it softly like you're singing a lullaby to yourself, okay? Adagio, soft music. Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale again, hollow your tummy. You're going to feel that arrow. Don't squeeze your tushy. And right back. One last time, inhale. Exhale so softly. If I take my hands off, you can see I lower. I put my lumbar down. My lumbar touch the floor. And my pelvic tilts up a little bit and return. So soft, right? It's like nice caress. Get to know. Okay, here. Now I'm going to get to the upper arrow. So I'm fair. There's two arrows, upper and lower. The upper arrow recruiting from the scapula. So if I depress scapula, can you see? I reach my finger, both sides, okay? Especially the middle finger, toward your feet. Or go toward the end of the mat. So that's depress the scapula. Do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, depress your scapula. Stay home base, okay? Don't move your spine. When you depress your scapula, you can feel it talks to your body's connected, right? So the scapula, that movement connects to the what? External obliques and 1, 2, 3 of the rectus. That's your arrow. So one more time. Inhale, feel the lungs. Now your tummy. Exhale, depress your scapula. You feel the upper arrow very softly. You just like say, hello. Like, hi, Susan. Hi, John. How are you? You don't want to say, hi, Susan. You don't scare them. Okay, so ready? You ready? One last time. Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale, as you depress your scapula, you say, oh, hello, external obliques and the rectus abdominis, my upper arrow. Okay, so now here comes the work. Double check where your feet is. You heel in line with the sit bone. So the same width, right? So the hip socket is right here, same width. And keep my arm down. I'm in home base. Here comes the exercise. Pelvic roll to shoulder bridge. So you go up until you bridge, the foot up bridge to your shoulder and your foot. We are not doing the wheel, okay? Because we don't want to overstretch the ligament holds the joint together, especially every single vertebrae. I mean, looks impressive, but it's not really good. Okay, so inhale. Exhale, hollow your tummy. So right here. My lower arrow. Now you get to squeeze your glutes. And you feel the hamstring tighten up. If you get a cramp, it's okay, just come down. It's me, your hamstring so tight, okay? Try again. Maybe you woke it up already, says, okay, you are working now. Hello. We will stretch out another day, okay? Inhale, prepare. Exhale again, hollow your tummy so that lower arrow, squeeze your glutes. Don't open your leg. And the hamstring, articulate. So you got lower arrow meeting up the upper arrow. So remember I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up to shoulder bridge. So now I'm going to the widest portion of my shoulder. My tush is going to work. And your hamstring too. If you cramp that, slowly come down. So we can go down here, okay? So then come out again. We have to go down properly. So this is when you use the upper arrow. Depress your scapula, wake up the upper arrow, contract 1. Hollow tummy 2, very gently, lullaby 3. Hollow tummy 4, lower the lumbar down. 5, your pelvis still tilting. Now you're back to neutral. We call it articulation of your spine. So you get 24 vertebrae. 7 for the cervical, 12 for the thoracic where the rib cage is, 5 for the lumbar, okay? And then you sequence, which is your portion of your pelvis. So if you have watched my video, you understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, I just kind of tell you in a quick way. Study more. I'll put an end screen for you so you can see more, okay? So study more. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale again, hollow your tummy. We're going to do 4 times now. Tush, hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going until your hips extend. Your tummy is hollow. Your tush is strong, so you're building strength. Inhale. Feel the lungs. Right now your tummy. Don't let your tummy raise. Exhale. Depress your scapula. Get in the upper arrow. You contract 1, 2. Your pelvis still stay up. 3, 4, 5. Now release. Let the gravity take you back to home base. Inhale. Feel the lungs. Not your stomach, not your tummy. Exhale. Inner thigh, pelvic floor, lower arrow. Squeeze your glutes, hamstring. Articulate each vertebrae off the floor. Inhale. Exhale again. Depress your scapula. Recruiting 1. Hollow tummy 2. 3. That's above the navel. And then 4. Slowly open that lumbar. Feels really good. Or if you're tight, you have a little bit of fight against, right? So inhale, last one. Exhale again. Inner thigh, pelvic floor. First responder, recruiting the lower arrow. So the rectus abdominis is 5, 4. Contract 3, 2, 1. So you can see my head's not moving. And had nothing to do with a stabilization. Inhale, glutes tight, this straight. Depress your scapula, soften the rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to neutral. Okay? So that's how we do shoulder bridge correctly. We're going to do one more thing for you to feel your first responder. Then we're done. So inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale, hollow your tummy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You get there. Inhale, prepare. Don't come down. Exhale, pursely below the hollow your tummy. 1. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, pursely hollow your tummy. 2. Don't open your knee, okay? Exhale, so you're going to feel that transverse abdominal hollow inward. You go, oh yeah, I have it too. Inhale last time. Exhale, inner thigh, pelvic floor. Hollow your tummy. This is strong. Inhale, prepare. We're going down now. Depress your scapula, soften the ribcage. Roll down sequentially. Right back to neutral spine. Okay, you can hug your leg a little bit. And if your hamstring tight, we have another exercise. We call it single leg happy baby. So you say, okay, that's not possible. And just grab hold here a little bit, okay? So here we go. If this is your first time seeing my video, you just hug a little bit. But going to the side, don't go to your chest, okay? Go to the side, you can feel the opening of the hip socket. If you're flexible, you can grab hold the outside your foot, elbow outside, knee straight down. Hollow tummy, okay? So that will help you stretch a little bit. And there's definitely more work. So you're going to turn sideways, come back up. Okay, so here we go. If you can sit like this, go this. If not, get a chair, sit on the chair. I'm just going to review very quickly with breathing. So we have, when I'm teaching, if this is your first video I will explaining to you right now. If you have done it a long time, you know we have what? Normal downward breathing, reverse downward breathing, and relaxation breathings. 3. Okay, so we use it different places. So now, what we just did, we used the normal downward breathing when you exercise. So abdominals contract inward, doesn't push out. You want to use that transversal goes in to help the diaphragm to get rid of the CO2. Then you can breathe again, diaphragms going down to help you filling the lung, not the stomach. Stomach is for food, okay? So you have to have a really good posture. Sitting here on the floor, it's really hard for a lot of people. You can use a pillow, okay? If you have a lot of pillow, sit on the pillow. It makes it a little easier on the hip socket. But if you can sit like this, great. If not, don't worry. There's a modifier. Sit on the chair. So ready? Inhale, you're gonna fill the lungs. No tummy, no tummy, no intestine. And exhale, purposely blow it out. This is what we're doing. We use the mouth to engage that deep transverse abdominal. So inhale again, good posture first. If you don't have good posture, you can't breathe properly. And exhale. Okay, now here comes the trick. Hold your breath. Don't breathe. 1, 2, 3. Now inhale. Can you feel the air goes in your lungs? Exhale, purposely blow it out, hollow your tummy, so inner thigh, pelvic floor, and transverse down work together. One more time, don't breathe. Hold 1, 2, 3. Now inhale. Or your body say, oh my God, I really need oxygen, otherwise I'm pass out. Exhale, hollow your tongue, pull your tummy in, pelvic floors up, tummy in, purse lip, like you're playing the flute. So you spine taller. Last time. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale. You can feel the air filling up, right? But don't pop your chest out. Exhale, hollow your tummy, purposely blow it out. Wiggle up, relax a little bit. We only practice that deep breathing, the normal downward breathing, 3-4 times. Don't do more because you're going to pass out. Too much oxygen, okay? Because you're not using it. So if you have, that's why when you exercise, you pant. You're running right cardio because you try to get a lot more oxygen so your muscle don't get cramped. So even that simple exercise, you feel it's hard, it's okay. It's a beginning of a journey, right? Journey is mean challenge. If it's a good challenge, you keep trying. It's a bad challenging, stop, right? It's not good for you. If it's a good challenging, you understand. I give you so many details, right? You say, I'm hanging on to it. I will get better, right? Because I'm weak. So I don't want to be weak. Who want to be a weak person? No one. You don't want your health weak. You don't want your muscle weak. You don't want your mind weak. You don't want to be weak anything you do, right? So life is opportunity to learn. If you don't learn, life is not fun, okay? So that's it for today. Take good care. And I see you next week for the next step, okay? One step at a time, baby step. So you will learn properly and correctly, right? Injury-free. Thank you.